against Alabama. They're down all the way to the 28-yard line. Daisy, my dog's here. Hi, Daisy. They're all the way down to the 28-yard line. Florida has been able to run the ball at will. They're going to give it again, and he gets tripped up behind the line. DJ Dale makes a nice tackle. Dang, man. Florida's down, but they need a touchdown and a 2-point. I think if they get the touchdown, they should be able to get the 2-point. 2nd and 13 now. From the 31. Emory Jones with Pierce as his tailback. Pierce in motion. Jones back to throw. Zips it over the middle, and it is caught. Good first down to Whitmore. Or not first down, close to the first down. They're like 4 yards short. That's a good pickup there. I'm just glad we're not getting blown out. Yeah, for real. I've been saying that way too often. Yeah, for real. I need to stop saying that. 3rd and 6. That's a little shaky. If they can get at least 4 on this play, they should be good. Because they can just go for it on 4th. 3:48. Oof. Time's a ticking. Jones looks to throw quickly over the middle, and it is caught. First down to Jacob Copeland. Is that Copeland? I think that's Copeland. There you go. That's what they needed. Quick slant. Got it. I've been hard on Emory Jones. Maybe unnecessarily hard on Emory Jones. I don't know where I found this channel or how I'm so, but I'm an FSU fan. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. I don't know. You probably saw one of my streams. Jones hands it. Pierce gets the edge. Pierce, 10, 5, and he's in. Touchdown, Florida. And they're 2 points away from tying it. 4 rushing touchdowns for the Gators. Since 2007, Alabama has only averaged half a rushing touchdown per game, and Florida has 4 today. Wow. Great blocking from Florida's offensive line. Sealed the edge perfectly for Pierce. Malachi Moore thought he got held on the play. Let's see. Little grab there. Not enough to call holding, honestly. All right, now they got to go for 2 to tie the game. It's 31-29. Why is the clock ticking? Clock doesn't go on 2-point conversions. All right, Emory Jones gets the snap. Davis up the middle. I don't think he got there. He did not. Yikes. So Florida's still going to be down. Shit. What was that play? Emory Jones walked up to the line with the ball. Emory Jones and Davis both had the ball. They were both holding it. I don't know what they were doing. Yeah, the clock's still running. They said Dan Mullen noticed that. I noticed it. The clock was still running. So does that play still count, or do they get to run another play? The clock is still moving. Yeah, the clock is still 1:59, 1:58. The clock's been moving for a minute and a half now. Whoever the clock manager here is did not do a very good job. Yeah, clock is still out here moving. Clock operator should be fired, honestly. That's horrible. You have one job, and it's to start and stop the clock. So Florida doesn't get to run another play, so it's okay. I guess it doesn't matter. It's an untimed down, so. All right, so Florida's a bit. If Florida can hold them to a field goal, just hold them to a field goal. Not even get a stop. Just hold them to a field goal. They're going to have a chance. If they can force a punt, then a field goal wins it. So we'll see if they can do that. 2-point game. It was 21-3 at the end of the first quarter. Florida's climbed all the way back to almost tie it. They're close, man. They're really close. I want to see Florida win. I really do. Their defense has been performing better. Alabama got, they had a touchdown. Alabama's only at 31. Since the first quarter, Alabama only has 10 points. And they've been on the last 2 drives. So, hopefully Florida's defense can lock up and force a stop here. Not even a stop, just they can't get in the end zone. Because if they get in the end zone and make the extra point, it's a 9-point game, 2 scores. So, as long as they just at least hold them to a field goal. You'd rather get a stop because then a field goal wins it. But Bryce Young should have ran it. Yeah, he should have. Yeah, Bama got all the way down to the goal line. They ran it, got stuffed. They threw it, and it got tipped up. Mechie almost got a touchdown, but his foot landed out of bounds. They ran it again, got stuffed, and then they were going to go for it, but they had a false start penalty. That pushed them back to the 6, and then they just kicked it. Simply the best. So, Florida with a good stand on defense last position. They need another one. When it was 28-16, all right, Tulsa and Ohio State. Tulsa cut it to 7. Ooh, there goes Williams. Oh, he's gone. All right, so Ohio State is only up. They're up 27-20 on Tulsa. My goodness. Tulsa lost to an FCS team. Okay, they're saying Bama is expecting an onside kick. This is a bit of a risk. You got plenty of time. There's still 3 minutes left. So we'll see if they actually go for it. No, yeah, they kick it deep. I don't know why Bama was set up for an onside kick. It will bounce into the end zone for a time. Okay, Florida only has 2 timeouts. Not great, but it's not the worst thing in the world. It's better than having no timeouts. You'd like to have 3, so then you can call one on every down. But you can work with 2. Clemson and Georgia Tech is still delayed. It's 7-0 Clemson with 30 seconds left in the first half. Florida has rushed the ball for 254 yards. They've had multiple running backs just running wild on every play. Pierce, and I think the other guy's name is, I think Williams is their other running back, or like Wade or something. I mean, they've just had running backs running wild on every play. Bama hasn't anything to do about it. 1st and 10, Alabama from the 25-yard line. Bryce Young hands it off. Brian Robinson. He's going to be wrapped up for a gain of about 3. And now the clock isn't running. They're having issues with the clock, so they said they're going to manage the clock on the field. Okay, so they said there's 2 minutes and 59 seconds left. Like the ref said there's 2 minutes and 59 seconds left. Okay, so now since there's issues with the clock, you can't depend on the scoreboard clock. So no one is going to have any ideas what time on the clock it's going to be. And a Florida player is hurt, so they're going to go to commercial. Jeez. Kick the clock operator out of there. Yeah, for real, man. Clock operator, don't know what he's doing. Tulsa pick 6? No way. No way Tulsa got pick 6. I swear, bro, if Tulsa beats Ohio... Dude, Tulsa lost to an FCS team this year. Are you going to go to MSU? Probably not. Hold on, what channel is Ohio State on? Are they on Fox? USC Washington State is on.
But I love you still. You know I'm driving, right?
I do. If you ride, you get it. Geico Motorcycle.
My remote is being weird. Big Ten Live. I think it's probably under Big Ten Live. Is it under here? No, they're interviewing some guy from Iowa. I'm not going to look at that game until the Alabama-Florida game is done. FS1, thank you, Blackhawks. Thank you. It had the Fox scoreboard, so. Ohio State is punting to Tulsa. Only up 7. Bro, it is so quiet in that stadium. They're like, we're really about to fucking lose to Tulsa.
Right, and during the commercial, Nick Saban wants to know, okay, did Florida take a timeout, or are we going to wind the clock and get 40 seconds after the first down play?
He's saying they have to do one or the other. They have 2 timeouts remaining.
Nick Saban is upset because the clock is stopped now, so that technically saves Florida a timeout. They only have 2.
Referee, and they'll get a full 40 seconds of runoff, taking it down to 2:20.
Okay, so now Alabama wants a 40-second runoff? Because of what?
Electronic problem that has both coaches sort of steaming, has the fans wondering.
The fans have no idea what's going on. Sometimes you know less when you're at the game. Like, usually you know more when you're at the game, but sometimes it's like, what the hell's going on? Like, they'll be reviewing a play, you're like, what are they doing? All right, 2nd and 7. For...
Clock on the scoreboard isn't working. He has to look at the play clock to know how long he's going.
Okay, the clock on the scoreboard isn't working. The play clock is working. So they're just going to do the math on every... This is stupid. Florida's clock... Okay, so there's 10 on the play clock. They're bringing it all the way down to 1, obviously. All right. Bryce Young hands it. Robinson is tackled about 2 yards short of the first. Time being kept by official on the field. Okay, so they just ran it. The clock's going to bleed down to about 1:30, I think, now. It's 3rd and 2. They got rid of the time on the scoreboard. It just says 4th. All right, the next snap is going to be about around 1:40. It's 3rd and 2. This is bad. If Florida gets the ball back, I don't know what they're going to do. 3rd and 2. And Alabama wants a timeout.
Got a quarterback in his first year as a starter on the road in front of 90,000 screaming at him, and they want to make sure he knows what's coming up on the next play.
All right, well, Alabama wants a timeout. I'd imagine they're just going to run it with Brian Robinson. Officials need to call a timeout and sort it out. I'm sure the clock operator told him, hey, our thing's broken or something. This is a joke, dude. And, like, the players now have no way of knowing how much time is left. Unless the referee sits there and goes, 10, 9, 8, 7. And there's 90,000 people. It's going to be loud as hell to hear. This is a joke, dude. All right, did they get the clock working? Because the clock is back on the TV scoreboard.
artificial time. We don't know if it's going to run when the time comes on this.
All right,
next play.
3rd and 2. Big play here for Florida. They have to get a stop here. If they don't get a stop here, I think it might be game. They got to be just anticipating run. Just bring the house. 3rd and 2. Robinson's in the backfield. They hand it to him, and he got it. First down.
A huge first down on a day when Alabama has struggled on the ground. They give it to their veteran tailback, Brian Robinson.
Came back the other way. Nice athletic play by number 55 Ekiar on that one. He stepped outside the pen.
Okay, so now Florida has 2 timeouts.
He got just enough of them to make it a positive play.
This stupid clock, man.
So another 40 seconds will go off, so we're under a
So now we're under a minute, and Florida's got to use both their timeouts. Or the max they're going to get is like 10 seconds if they even get the ball back.
Now we go with that eye back.
Stupid clock operator doesn't know what he's doing. Here's a run.
Big day today. Has a big run here.
Williams, he'll get about 4 yards, 5 yards. This is so dumb, the fact that they can't get the clock working.
now change, and it'll go down by about 50 seconds.
Dear college sports,
There's light at the end of the tunnel.
A return to normal, and all we love about sports.
You've instilled resilience, focus, and selflessness in us. We've put those lessons to work.
Dear college athletes, we are bringing live sports back. We hope you enjoy it.
but when we look forward, we see the light at the end of the tunnel.
We see a better world for all of us. College sports.
Thank you, college sports. All right, so now there's 57 seconds left.
Florida, they put it back to 58. They changed it a couple of times while we were away.
So let's say this play takes 5 seconds. So you're to 53, and then you subtract 40 seconds. No, there'll be a timeout. But after the 3rd down, you'll get 40 seconds. So you're under 15 seconds.
This is ridiculous.
4th down play.
So Florida called a timeout that last play.
It's almost 6.
So now I got 1 timeout. So now, if this play takes 5 seconds, then I'm done with trying to explain this. This is so stupid. 2nd and 5. Alabama runs it. They go nowhere. All right, so now Florida's going to call another timeout. So now there's 54 seconds. And after this next play, since Florida doesn't have any timeouts, they just got to take 40 seconds off.
Here, time for our GMC game changer today. And even if they lose, this guy is pretty special. Emory Jones. Gary said,
All right, so let's say this next play takes 4 seconds. That'll put them at 54. Or no, wait, what are they at right now? Now they're at 54, so Florida's going to have like 10 seconds to get into field goal range after they punt it. They're going to need like one big... I don't know, this is... Math is too hard to do right now.
almost 200 in the air.
So right now, if you're Alabama, I wonder if you even hand the ball off here. Do you just let the quarterback kind of roll and buy time as much as you can?
Okay.
Anything but a
So
fumble.
55 seconds. If this play... Okay.
Be able to put the game away. Maybe punt with a few seconds, or sometimes they throw the high pass to end the game.
3rd and 5 for Alabama. They're saying that Bryce Young's just going to run around and waste time. That is an option, but if you get a first down, game's over. All right, 3rd and 5.
What it would take for Florida maybe to get the ball back.
Bryce Young hands it. McClellan, he is stuffed. All right, so 4th down. They're at the 50-yard line, so they're going to punt.
Game clock is now good.
Oh, they fixed the clock, finally. All right, there's a 9-second difference between play clock and game clock. So they're going to have about 9 seconds.
I think if I read the lips of Nick Saban, he just said, I'm going to call timeout for the umpire. But we'll see.
Nick Saban's going to call a timeout in 9 seconds.
You know, both teams said we're going to find out what we're made of today.
10 seconds. Nick Saban calls timeout with 10 seconds.
He will salute them to the fight it was and how they survived it.
It's funny, Todd.
Damn, dude.
With Nick,
Florida just
Coach,
so close.
was he happy after a win? He said, heck no, up there. He was a lot happier after a loss because he knew that he could take everybody to task the next day.
Well, you know, he reads his team really well. Great experience. When he has a cupcake, he rides them hard. When he has a tough SEC game on the road, he congratulates them for competing. Now they got to finish it. You got to punt the ball here. You can't just throw it up in the air.
Yeah, they're saying that they have to punt the ball. They can't just throw it up in the air. Because if you just throw it up in the air to waste time, the punt is going to waste enough time on its own. But the thing is, you got to deal with the return. So.
Really nightmare for an, you know, the game I keep thinking about. Remember that game that was over between Michigan and Michigan State?
Oh, they just mentioned the game between Michigan and Michigan State where where the punter dropped the ball. They better hope they don't do that here. 4th and 2. They're going to punt from the 45-yard line is where they're at. Florida sends some people. They get the punt away. They're going to fair catch it with 4 seconds at the 24-yard line. All right, now you got to get some sort of lateral play. Or you could try to throw it deep. They're not close enough to throw it deep. And Emory Jones doesn't have a Patrick Mahomes level arm. Or Josh Allen level arm to get it there. So you're going to have to just lateral it a bunch.
That's what Nick just said. Look for hook and ladder right there.
Nick Saban's telling all of his guys, he's like, swarm around whoever. Okay.
Here's the last play, barring a penalty.
All right, last play, unless there's a penalty. Alabama's got 3 safeties at the 50-yard line. Florida is at the 24. They need a miracle. Emory Jones snaps it. They rush 4. Jones rolls, steps up. Looks, he just gets sacked like an idiot. Okay. Whatever. Alabama barely wins. They should not have won that game, dude. They did nothing after the first quarter, dude. 10 points after the first quarter. Florida outscored them 26 to 10 after the first quarter, dude. They would have gotten that stupid two-point conversion cost them.
And Alabama now, with their young quarterback, knows that they can win on a hostile situation on the road.
I will say, though,
This time,
I thought Texas A&M was going to be a harder game for Bama than Florida was going to be. I think Texas A&M is going to be a harder game since Texas A&M has a way better defense than Florida. A&M's offense is not as good as Florida's. They can run the ball, too. This is what I think would scare me if I'm Alabama. So, okay, good win for Alabama. Here's the thing, right? They got manhandled running the ball. I mean, Pierce tore them apart, dude. 4 rushing touchdowns, okay? So you got torched on the ground. A&M probably has a better running game than Florida does. With Devin Achane and Isaiah Spiller, those 2 running backs are studs. They might be better than these 2 running backs Florida has. And A&M has a way better defense. A&M's defense is legit. Now their quarterback is not as good. They got. Here's the thing. Haynes King, A&M's quarterback, got hurt. They said Haynes King is expected around mid-October. I think Bama plays A&M October 9th. So he might be back. But Calzada for A&M's going to have to play better. A&M played well today. Beat New Mexico 34-0. I mean, you'd like to score more than 34 points, but you didn't give up any. So I'm telling you, man, Bama A&M's going to be a dogfight, dude. That's going to decide the SEC West, too. If Bama loses that game, they're not winning the division. Unless A&M loses 2 SEC games, which I don't think they will. But that was a great game. Florida, good on you, Florida. They played really well. Man, they didn't have that atrocious first quarter, dude. That first quarter was horrible for Florida. They outplayed them the rest of the game. Yeah, man, that stupid-ass two-point play where he held the ball with him. Just give it to him and let him run.
Two-point conversion try. The running back, and he'll get to the one, and he is stopped. He is stopped. Alabama holds on the two-point conversion. Justin at break.
All right, well, I'll let you guys go. See you guys.